Hi, and welcome to a digital book talk from Massanutten Regional Library. Today's book talk is for our young adult readers. All of the books in this book talk have come from our young adult book section, and they are all mysteries. Who did it? Who's really the killer? I have for you Allegedly, Silver Blonde, and People Like Us. So let's start here with Allegedly. Allegedly is written by Tiffany D. Jackson. In this book, we have Mary B. Addison. When Mary was 9, she killed a baby, allegedly. She didn't say much during the trial, but the media filled in the only blanks that mattered to them. A 3-month-old white baby had died under the care of a church-going black mother and her daughter. Back then, Mary kept quiet about the incident, but now, at 16, she has spent the better part of her life under lock and key, first in baby jail, and then in a group home. Mary is bright, quiet, and well-behaved, which makes her the target of the more aggressive girls in the home. Her one escape is volunteering at a nursing home and having secret relations with Ted, a fellow volunteer who also lives in a group home. And now, Mary and Ted are expecting a baby, and there is no way the state will let a convicted baby killer keep her child. For the first time since her trial, Mary may actually have to speak out about her childhood, her tumultuous relationship with her mother, and about what happened, allegedly, that night that the baby died. If you want to know more about this story, you will have to read Allegedly by Tiffany D. Jackson. I will say this really delves into some of the aspects of the prison system and kids who get stuck in that system and the types of things that happen to them. So this is not a lighthearted or faint of heart book. This really has some nitty-gritty kind of aspects to it. Our second book is The Silver Blonde by Elizabeth Ross. Now, this one takes place in 1946, so right around the World War II era. So while young men were off to war, 17-year-old Clara Berg landed a job as a vault runner at major filmmakers Silver Pacific Studios. After spending a year taking film reels to and from the locked fireproof archive, Clara has landed a promotion to apprentice editor. So one night, she's cleaning up and she's returning some film to the vault when what does Clara stumble upon? But a lifeless body, the lifeless body of a woman. The costume, the makeup, the ash blonde hair, they're all unmistakable. It is Babe Bannon, an A-list star at the studio. The next day, Clara learns that it wasn't really Barbara. It was actually Barbara's stand-in, Connie Milligan, who was killed. The police, well, they think that Bannon was the intended target, but Clara doesn't believe that. She feels otherwise. And suddenly, Clara's world is in a free fall. Her future in the movies is upended as the Silver Blonde murder ignites Tinseltown. Rumors and accusations swirl, and the studio wants to get this problem solved quickly. But the facts of the case keep shifting, and Clara finds herself inevitably drawn to the murder investigation and to the dark side of Hollywood. So just how far is Clara willing to go to uncover the truth? To know more, you have to read The Silver Blonde by Elizabeth Ross. Our third book today is People Like Us by Dana Mele. This is a story of murder, scandal, tragedy, and unreliable friendships. When Kay Donovan and her popular senior classmates uphold the tradition of skinny dipping in the lake after the Halloween dance, they're surprised to find a dead body. The dead body of Jessica Lane, a fellow student. But it's not the first time that Kay has seen a dead body, and somebody knows that. As the school reels from Jessica's death, Kay receives an email supposedly from Jessica, or at least from her email account. An email that forces Kay to expose her friends, the sins of her friends, in order to keep her own secrets buried. As evidence mounts against Kay and Jessica's apparent murder, the school turns against her. Backed into a corner, Kay will do what it takes to survive. Because at Bates Academy, the truth is something you make, not something that happened. So with that email aspect and trying to expose the sins of others, this does take on a 13 Reasons Why quality in that respect. And it is set at a boarding school. So we have three, very different mysteries in this way. We have the main character who is already in a group home, has been in baby jail. We've got the young woman who happens on a dead body, but is very much not part of the murder or not part of the trial, except that she found the body. And we have this young lady and people like us who has seen a dead body before, has secrets to keep, and somebody wants those secrets out. And she may go down for a murder, whether or not she committed it. So if you like a mystery, if you want to know who did it, these are 3 recommendations for you. Whatever you choose to read this month, I hope you enjoy it, and I wish you happy reading.